Operation steps. Step 1. Switch on the machine. Switch on A3 system, computer, and software. Step 2. Gather patient's information. A. Inquire the patient's name, height, and weight. B. Measure length of the upper and lower leg. Measure length of the upper leg by ruler. Measure length of lower leg. C. Select appropriate leg bandage. On the 3 positions, that is, thigh, crus, and ankle respectively, and then install gait rectifier. Unscrew the lock catch, insert bandage, and tighten the lock catch. 8, 7, and 6 is free size. D. Select appropriate weight reduction bandage and select proper yardage according to the patient's bodily form. Step 3. Preparation before therapy. Add the new patient's information to Information Collection at Operation Interface. Click Add. Input patient information: name, weight, height, upper leg length, and lower leg length. If the leg length of patient's 2 legs is not symmetrical, please remove the hook where the 2 legs are symmetrical. And the therapist also can input the detailed information of the patient at the remark column to facilitate future training inquiry. And then adjust the machine leg to a corresponding length. Loosen lock catch. Open circular lock catch. Hold machine leg and adjust to correct scale. Tighten the lock catch. Pull the leg bandage rod to the most front. Open the fixed lock of the rectifier and the revolving door. Open left side handrail door of the machine. Step 4. Wear weight reduction bandage and embarkation. Tie the abdomen bandage and crotch bandage to the patient. Use wheelchair to move the patient to the treadmill, where is beneath the weight reduction rod. Clasp the weight reduction bandage on the support buckles at 4 points. Lift the patient to make him/her stand up by remote control till the foot soles contacting the treadmill. Close the revolving door of the machine leg. Step 5. Fix the patient. Reduce the patient's weight and make his/her feet 10 centimeters from the ground. The therapist stands at the left of the patient and slightly pushes the patient forward by left hand and pulls down the rectifier by right hand. Visually inspect whether the lateral epicondyle of the femur aligns with the mark of the mechanical leg. Let the cushion of the hip joint aligns with the patient's greater trochanter of femur. Fix the hip joint and then connect the lock catches at both sides and the waist. Step 6. Leg bandage and foot bandage. The operator sits on the edge of the treadmill, faces to the patient, and lifts the mechanic leg to make the patient's leg in the leg bandage. The thigh bandage is fixed. The crust bandage 1 is fixed. The crust bandage 2 is fixed. Adjust the front and back rods when the leg bandage is fixed to let the patient's shank parallel with the skeleton of the mechanic leg. Lower the patient to let his/her feet touch the treadmill and fix the feet bandage. Bind the phalanx at the front end of the bandage. Let the spring in the semi-stretching status when the lock catch is fixed. Step 7. Set operation interface. The therapist may adjust the step length, stride, and step pitch of the patient by the exercise degree of the hip and knee joint according to the patient's rehabilitation condition. Set pre-weight reduction for the patient and click Start after pulling the patient to 10 centimeters from the treadmill. Step 8. Adjust pre-weight reduction for patient's training. Set 30% to 50% pre-weight reduction for the patient to make exercise more comfortable and mild within the range of pre-weight reduction. Step 9. Synchronize mechanic leg with treadmill speed. Lower the patient slowly until his or her feet contact the treadmill. Observe the speed of the patient's feet touching and leaving the ground. By adjusting the patient's parameters, synchronize the mechanic leg with treadmill speed and put down the patient slowly until his or her feet completely contact the treadmill. Step 10. Adjust gait offset. The gait offset of the patient can be adjusted according to the patient's walking gait. Step 11. Set guiding force. Appropriately reduce the output of guiding force according to the patient's recovery condition so as to increase torsional resistance and effectively stimulate the remaining strength of the muscle. Step 12. Situational interaction. Open game interface to let the patient conduct situational interactions during the training. Step 13. Unfasten the patient. When training is over, loosen the foot bandage, leg bandage, the lock catch at both sides, and the waist. Loosen the hip by hand wheel. Pull the mechanic leg to the rear top to release the patient leave rectifier. Pull in wheelchair to the treadmill from the back. Lower the patient slowly to wheelchair. Loosen weight reduction bandage and remove the patient from the treadmill and fix the walk rectifier. Step 14. Check training results and evaluation report. Step 15. Shut down and turn off power supply if there is no other patient to use it. The rehabilitation effect of A3 is remarkable, but it's not applicable to the patients with unstable fracture, severe fixed spasm, bone instability, for example, spine instability, severe osteoporosis, external skin injury at lower limb and trunk, etc. When using A3, please note the issues as follows. Yeecon Gait Training and Evaluation System helps the patient regain happy life.